Can I sit here? Nice day, no? You want one?
I think if you tell your parents, I want to be a clown, there is that quality of, oh no. Is it possible that's also the case with an artist? Like, oh no, don't go that direction. There is this risk of, if your work is funny or humorous, people don't take it seriously. Forget about the serious artist. They don't even think you're an artist. They think you're a clown, you know? So I think that's the kind of fear that at some point I recognized that maybe it was stopping me from what I wanted to do. So I was like, what will happen if I'm also the clown? As an artist, you can't escape not pointing the camera or the finger at yourself. So I try to exaggerate that aspect, so then I will be allowed to also exaggerate everything else about the society. By doing that, I hope it will allow the work to be seen as not myself, but what's surrounding me, the spectators of this circus. I love that tension of who gets to tell more truths. Is the clown in a circus who can criticize the society, or a serious artist, let's say, or a serious politician? When you come to my studio, there are very distinct, different works existing next to each other. One thing about the realistic painting is that it takes a longer time. It's more labor intensive. In contradiction to these very quick stages of the cartoonish work. They are living on two different stages. Extremely slow, extremely fast. Extremely detailed, extremely undetailed. Extremely skilled and very de-skilled version of them in the cartoonish work. That kind of analogy has found its way all over my work. There is always this sense of two things contradicting each other. There is two energy. There is a clash of two totally different things resisting against each other, and that's how the effect of what I'm producing is made. It kind of tries to resist to this maybe desire from the society to see you as one, to frame you as one. And I don't want to be that. In 2008, I was living in Iran. My path was on another route. When I was growing up in Tehran, with the educational system I had gone through, there are limitations, you know. What can you be? What can you do, you know? Almost like just be happy with what you are given. I was supposed to be an aerospace engineer. And I remember I fell in love with cinema and with filmmaking. The Iranian filmmakers that I would think about, I had imagined like how the directors are writing and like coming up with the stories, telling the stories of us back to us. I realized, oh my God, there is a world even more free than filmmaking, which is the visual art. And I knew at that point that I'm going to be a visual artist.
What do you want? Here. Let me just do it for you.
What I like to imagine is that everything I make in the studio, it comes to life. It gives like that soul to it when it's on display to the public.
Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. It's bad for your hands too.
The Breakers is one of the grandest mansions of Newport. It has been turned to a museum, and it's the first time a contemporary exhibition is being set up inside. I picked the head. I will ask you to hold it, or any one of you guys that are there. You will hold it. I will have my hammer.
So once he puts the pieces down, then we go out and get the food.
Exactly.
Exactly.
The people you have been serving, you just come between them, and you will use your flashlight. It's totally fine to suddenly sit down and look under the table, or look at the elephant.
Okay.
Or
We're looking for
yeah,
something.
search for something. Exactly. Look at the elephant. A lot of my performance have this sense of like a dream scenario. Things being tiny bit funny and things being tiny bit sad or out of place. You want to laugh at it and you might feel bad by laughing at the artist. I like that confusion of, hey, what's going on? Forcing everyone present in the room to take on a role of performing as part of the night. Dinner is something always happens at the exhibitions after opening. And I wanted that dinner actually to be the center part of the exhibition. I have made a ceramic head shape of every guest with their face on it to turn the heads into plate and bowl for the night. I'm gonna break the guests' heads. It will put all of them to do something that maybe they weren't expecting to be doing, you know.
This is Play-Doh. Oh, it's a flower.
As much as it's a critic of the society, a critic of the art world, it's a critic of the artist, meaning myself too. I'm always also the butt of the joke, you know. When you're in public, you are taking chances of people acting or responding in a way that you had not imagined.
Can I be in the movie?
Sure you can. Looks like him, no? Do you want to have this one?
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
It kind of frees you, allowing chance to play a role. It allows for that skilledness, for that imperfection to reappear again.